Hey there, toy collector friends and Batman fans alike. Welcome back to the channel. I'm the Triple TC, that's the time traveling toy collector, and in this video we're taking another look at the Batman Automobilia Collection, and in this case we're looking at the entry into the range from Batman Gotham After Midnight installment 1. And again, this is a very curious, very unique looking Batmobile, and I have to say that it really appeals to me. There's a cuteness, which is not the right word at all to use for this, but there's a cuteness that really jumps out at me for this particular version of the Batmobile. I think recently we looked at one that was a bit dragster-esque. This one sort of carries over that dragster-esque embodiment of the Batmobile, but almost takes it to another level, which we'll see in a second when I get it up and out of the case. Just before I do so, just wanted to thank everybody for your ongoing support with the channel. It continues to be amazing and amaze me that you all tune in and watch these different videos. Obviously some videos appeal to a wider breadth of audience than others, and that's how it will always be, and to be fair, that's fine by me. That's what I'm here for. But if you're one of those people that watch the videos intermittently, it would be fantastic if you could just drop a quick subscription to the channel, mostly because it means you then won't miss anything and it won't just be accidental and dependent on the algorithm pushing stuff your way. But also you can completely ignore anything you don't want to watch, and ultimately, selfishly, it's because it gives me a bit of a boost, because I'm obviously trying to get to my next subscriber milestone. Who isn't? But it really helps me if you could do that, and it costs you nothing, and it would be hugely appreciated. And if you do subscribe on the back of this video, just drop a comment in the comments. Best place to put the comments is in the comments down below, and I will come and thank you personally for sure. And again, if you can like the video, that would be immense. Anyway, on with the motley, and this is the Batmobile as it appeared in Gotham After Midnight, the first installment of that. And I think we can see already from the design and from the artwork surrounding it, which we'll look at properly in a second, this particular version of the Batmobile, it's very distinct, I think, is the way to go with this. It's very distinct and very I think unique to this particular storyline within the Batverse. I'm conscious of the glare, so we'll go straight to the point where we get the case off. Oh, he says. So we'll get this off first so we can have a proper look at it. But first, as ever, let's take a look at the lenticular background. So you can see all the wibbly-wobbly lenticularity of it all. And this is quite nice, actually. I think this is supposed to be the equivalent of the Batcave in the Gotham After Midnight range. I don't know a huge amount about it, but I think that's the case. And also we have Alfred here bringing some snacks to Master Wayne. But this does work really well as a lenticular backdrop. So as a cell from Gotham After Midnight, this looks quite well, because actually, especially if you put a bit of bend into it, which unfortunately the presentation doesn't. This is why people, long-term watchers will know I tend to say it would have been almost nicer if this could have been slightly longer, and we could have had curved bat platforms, for goodness me. But for the Batmobiles to hold them, because it would have given that sort of that depth of field of vision that we do get with lenticular backdrops. But the fact they've square on it kind of kills it. Whereas a bit of angling then does create that, because not only does your line of sight have a degree of depth, but you've also got the lenticularity working in your favor. Love saying lenticularity, don't think it's a word, but there we are. Anyway, on to the vehicle in question, the model in question, from Eagle Moss and Hero Collector. Just so we're clear, they are screwed in, so there's no chance of it wibbling off. And also, just to make a point, because some people have asked via Instagram and other stuff, do the wheels rotate? Actually, in none of the models so far, the wheels rotate. They're not designed to rotate, because these aren't actually toys per se. They are display models of the various Batmobiles and other Bat vehicles through time. So no, they're not designed with wheel articulation, which is a very good question, actually, because it does make you wonder, well, if I did take them off the base, could they be used as could I play with them? And like a lot of Eagle Moss and Hero Collector stuff, the Batmobiles I've looked at so far, certainly, and some I think that are coming up, they vary greatly in their degree of robustness. I don't think, for example, these turbines at the back would survive particularly robust play, because they're not built to. They're not built to be played with. They're built to be displayed. And again, even some of the more stronger, more robustly put together models, parts of them are quite solid, but other parts of them, particularly where you've got like some intricate plastic detailing, I would not want to take the risk. So my general answer is, don't treat them as toys ever. If you do collect these or want to start collecting these, treat them as models, fragile models. They're not super fragile, but they're fragile enough. Fragile models that are not designed for sort of extensively robust play. By all means, you know, you can take them out and handle them and look at them. You probably could unscrew them and handle them that way if you wanted to display them differently, but display them, don't necessarily play with them. Or if you do, of course, which is your choice, on your own head be it. Getting back to the model in hand, the display base is interestingly decorated. There's no additional elements to it. So for example, where this, that you can see there, where the extension of that doesn't quite work here, but the illusion is there. The illusion is there once it's in sort of in its boxy mode. But you can see the natural, where it's designed to suggest that it's expanded on from that cell. And I always like it when they do that. They do tend to do that quite well, although it doesn't quite match up on this one. But yeah, otherwise it's very straightforward, and it's a shame really, because given that this is clearly I think supposed to be the Batcave, the last time we had, I think it was one of the last times we had the Batcave featured, we did get some Bat computers and Bat paraphernalia on the platform. At least in one of them, might not have been the last one, but at least in one of them we did. So I think it's just a shame. It's just it's an easy win, isn't it, to get a bit of Bat computerage just standing somewhere. If you could have redecoed one of the earlier Bat computer components, it wouldn't have been a massive ask, would it? Let's be honest. Anyway, let's get to this. Now, again, one of the things I love about these types of models is the fact that they do look like they've been 3D-ified off a page, because you can just see that they look like they've been drawn or painted. And I mean by that they don't go down the route of extensive surface detailing. So if we look at the wheels, yes, we've got the nice silver wheel trims, and of course we've got the tyres, but to all intents and purposes, it's very plain, it's very bland, isn't it? It's very drawn for speed. You can see that hurtling through the pages of a comic book. Similarly with the chassis, with the sort of the main body here of the Batmobile, there's no real surface detailing. It's very black, it's very sleek, it's matte black, so it would pass almost invisibly in the night. They have bothered to put in some rivets around the open-aired cockpit zone, but and again that screams an easy detail for the comics to incorporate. So it looks like there's mechanical detailing on the surface where actually there's none. So I love that. And that takes us into this silhouette of the bat fin there, which we'll see a little more easily as we move around to the back, I think. But yeah, the bat fin there between the two, what I'm calling turbine thrusters. And then we have these turbine thrusters. We'll have a proper look at them from the front in a moment. But as we sort of peruse round, again, we've got these wheels. You can see there how they're conjoined to the body. And it's a really interesting arrangement. I wouldn't say it necessarily looks particularly secure, but let's hope that it is. There's what I assume is exhaust or thrust port there. It's either that or a very shocked looking alien. Oh, ignore that. But yeah, so I'm hoping that's an exhaust port. And then there's the reverse of those, what I'm considering to be, as I said, turbine engines that look like jet engines. They could really thrust that Batmobile along. And then as we move around to this side, and you can also see that there is silver detailing on the interior there. So that's beautiful. And I love the fact that we have this dragster-esque feel. So the rear wheel is raised up, well, it is larger. The front wheel is smaller, so we have that kind of dragster, roadster vibe coming from this. And as we come around to the front, you can see, as I say, that there's no additional detailing here. But on the front, we come face to face with the bat symbol. And again, it's the traditional sort of yellowy gold bat symbol plonked in the middle of a black insignia, which I just think works so well. Works so well. And it's surrounded by that sort of silver metallic chromed crown. And really stands out. It really pops on this model, I have to tell you. So then we have the top view. And again, despite having some rivet detailing there on the front, there's very little on the body of this model. Very little indeed. We'll look at the cockpit in a second, but there again you can see the front of those two turbines. And you can see, and again, the supports for those two turbines and how thin this fin is. This comes back to my point earlier about I don't think it would sustain particularly robust play. These are on this model at least. These are the bits I can see flying off, and you just don't want it. And I really don't know how tricky it is to get replacements of these. Obviously, Heracleta and Eaglemoss no longer are out there to get them from, but you might pick them up. People might be trying to sell off their stuff on eBay. It won't be me, certainly for the foreseeable. So here we have the open air cockpit. It's a single seater. I can't see anywhere else for a companion to be fitting in there. Again, it's very low level detailing on the cockpit. It looks, all we can really see in there is the steering wheel. There doesn't appear to be anything else there of note. So I'm just trying to see behind it. Yeah, there is a dashboard, but the dashboard doesn't really have anything on it. So yeah, it pretty much is what you see is what you get. But what you get, I think, is a really nice and really sleek entry into the Batman Automobilia collection. Now, again, I don't know a huge amount about this particular storyline, but if anyone watching this does, then by all means, please let me know down in the comments. I very much would like to hear about this model and any gizmos or gadgets that are synonymous with it, because it really does interest me. So do let me know, and I will appreciate any comments that you make to that effect. Have you picked this one up? Where does it sit in your own sort of rating of Batmobiles? Is it up there? Is it down there? Where is it? Have you never seen it before? You're going, what sort of Batmobile is this? Wow, this is a completely different style to any I've seen before. Or is this the one, was this your first Batmobile? Did you get introduced to Batman through the Gotham After Midnight series and go, yeah, well, that is the Batmobile. Everything else is a bit peculiar. This is what I know the Batmobile to look like. As ever, thank you very much for forming the other part of this dynamic duo and accompanying me as I've looked at this Batmobile. I've been the Triple TC, that's the Time Travelling Toy Collector. You've been fantastic as an audience member, and it just remains for me to say that a thing of beauty really is a toy forever. Take care. Bye-bye for now.